Welcome to my full-length boxing workout with commentary. Today I'm going to be talking about my boxing workout that I did today, May 16th, 2026, on a fine. It was a bit rainy this morning, but it wasn't terrible. Hold up a second. So for my boxing workouts, I'll be doing 3 boxing workouts a week, Monday, Thursday, and Saturday. And I start every workout out with a 2-mile run. I couldn't get that recorded because I didn't really have a cameraman on me as I started this workout earlier in the morning, about 7 o'clock-ish. And so nobody was up. I couldn't really have a cameraman. No one really wanted to go out and run 2 miles and record me running, which is alright. It's fine. But and then I would go and put wraps on, and then I will put my gloves on and start this video where I will be doing. So let me read off. So let me read off my boxing progression. Like I have a tab in my phone on notes where it has like boxing progression. It says like what I do every day, or for every when I do 3 times a week. But I will do a 2-mile run to start off, and then I will go into jabs and crosses. You can see me doing jabs and crosses right here. I'll be doing 51 jabs this time, and then 51 crosses. 51 jabs and cross, and then I will uppercut each arm by itself 51 times. I'll repeat this for the second set, and then the third set we'll talk about when I get there. But you can see in this video that I'm doing the jabs and crosses. I do need to work on my form because I'm kind of hitting a bit low, and I'm not really getting completely out, which I realize now because I didn't really know this until I started recording. But I also am kind of leaning into the bag a little too much. I've been trying to work on footwork. I don't have a personal trainer or anything, so I'm kind of just like doing this on my own. So watching myself box, I think, is the best way for me to improve my form. This is me doing the uppercuts. I'm just doing left arm, and then I'll be doing right arm after this. I'm like my bad voice crack. I'm like very, very close to the bag. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Not 100% sure, but it doesn't look terrible. I have gotten better because I've been boxing for about. Alright. I've been boxing for about like probably about 3 months. So I'm still learning and I'm still maintaining. I'm still getting better. And I started this workout doing like 25, and I've just increased by 1 every workout, and so now I have like 50, which is sweet. But by the time this video is out, I'm not even sure. I might be on 52 by then, because I just increase by 1 every single time I go up. Just progressive overload, as I like to say. And that is me finishing the first set, and then cuts into the second set right here. Okay, this is set 2. You can see me putting on my boxing gloves here and stretching out going into it. I see my arm is kind of at a 45-degree angle. Not a 45-degree angle, a 90-degree angle. I'm not 100% sure because I've been watching this footage and I've been noticing how I'm a little bit too close to the bag and I'm punching a little bit sloppy. I've been trying to, this is my like form time, I'm trying to work on form. So I think what I'm going to be doing is actually reducing the reps, because when you reduce the reps and you just focus on form, you tend to build better. So yeah, see, so my arm isn't really extending. I don't know if it's supposed to be extending 180 degrees, but that is what I think I'm supposed to be doing. I'll have to watch more like professional boxing footage, because like I said, I don't have a tutorial to show me how to do these things. So the best way that I can learn is just by watching this and I do want to get a full body shot. So what I mean by that, I have to explain what I mean by that. So I'm going to be just recording my entire head to toe, just boxing, so I make sure my form is absolutely perfect, because footwork's very important. You have to put a lot of weight. You have to proportionally put your weight on different areas of your feet while you're boxing. And just so it would be beneficiary if I recorded my whole self boxing, not just my upper torso and whatever. So I will be. This is the uppercuts. Boom, boom. What I am doing that I've noticed is that I'm kind of tapping. I'm not really punching, not like boom, boom. I'm just kind of like bum, 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 and not really fully punching it. So I think what I'm going to be doing is, like I said, reducing the sets. Not reducing the sets, reducing the reps, and going just kind of full in, full power. What was the word? There's a word in, what do you call it? Not reactivity. There's one in the fitness community where, here, actually I'm just going to look it up because, hold on, 1 second. It is called, not hypertrophy. If I go, I have ran 700 miles on this app. Okay, anyways. If I go to goals. Explosiveness, that's what I was thinking of. So, I am trying to work on my explosiveness after I get onto more sets, so I think I'll be working on that more. Now, we're going to be doing the left hook and right hook, so 51 left hooks and then 51 right hooks, and then combined for 51, and then we uppercut each arm together for 51. I do notice that my hook form is a little bit sloppy, so I'll be cleaning that up as well. Probably making some more videos. I don't know if I'll be uploading them, just like for personal, just like evaluation on how I'm doing. But I notice that you can see me slowing down a little bit because that typically happens when you're working out. You're going to be a little bit slower. Nothing really that new. But yeah, okay, I'm going a little bit too low. I think I'll be working on cleaning up the sloppiness, going higher next time. And yeah, I haven't really made a commentary video, so what can I talk about is the question. Say like, what music do I listen to? But if you're curious, I never really talk about what music I listen to, so I will be dropping some ball knowledge. I'm sure this video is gonna get like 5 views, not to like, I don't know, not to be like a Debbie Downer about it, but I'm sure my video isn't gonna get that many views. So if it does, then that's great. But if not, then I will be dropping some crazy ball knowledge and pulling up my playlist. So on I have a main playlist, and I have a main playlist, and I have like several kind of smaller playlists that I'll put on, like depending on the mood. So if I'm working out, it will be like, I think my favorite artist would have to be Dean Martin and Frank Sinatra, but I don't really listen to them a lot. I'll put on some like rap, or I like instrumental rap. I've been getting into like Check the Rhyme, A Tribe Called Quest a little bit. That's a good song. And some like kind of like instrumental jazz type raps. This is me uppercutting, and that's like when I'm working out. I do like Logic occasionally, but not all the time. He's a little bit odd, but sometimes some of his. Getting into set 4 here, you can see the bag is just kind of moving, swaying back and forth, and I don't remember why this particular shot took me like 5 seconds to get into scene. There's probably a reason why, but boom, boom. I'm a little bit more explosive since this is the last set. I got a little bit more explosive. My form is slightly better, although I do need to get just a tad bit higher. And I am looking too much into the punching instead of just like the bag itself. I should be looking more towards the bag. Why am I critiquing myself on video? Because one, watching footage of yourself, like boxing for example, or playing a sport, or doing whatever, helps you to critique what you need to work on and improve. And second, it also helps you because I'm going through these experiences so you don't have to. So it benefits both of us in all actuality. So this is set 4. We're going to be doing the same thing as set 3. However, at the end, I will be showing you like where my arms are straining, because when I was doing set 3 after the video, I took like a little shot and showed like where I felt sore after, and that's for multiple reasons. One, if anyone's watching this and they're like very good at boxing, they can like leave a comment and tell me how I did and like what I need to improve on, whatever. It's also for the future if I'm looking back at this and I see that I did something wrong, then well, I can improve that obviously. But also, if I'm not supposed to be like, okay, for example, you'll see this, but my left arm and my right arm, it was like, on my forearms, it was just like strained from, because I was also sore from Thursday, because this is on Saturday, and Thursday I boxed the same exact thing, 1 rep less, and I'm not really sure that's where you're supposed to be feeling the pain with Jordan most of the time, because when you're working out, okay, so for those of you who don't work out, you can either feel like there's different areas you can feel pain depending on what you're doing. And if you're feeling pain in the wrong places, like if you're benching and you feel pain in your back, that's a good thing. But if you feel pain like in your forearms or something, I don't know like a good example, but it really depends on your form and your technique. And if you have bad form technique, then you could hurt yourself. And I want to make sure I don't hurt myself here. So, what was it? Oh, because this is I have a dual bag, so I have a speed bag on the right side, and then I have my punching bag. I was testing because it looked a little bit deflated, so I tested to make sure it wasn't too deflated. I haven't actually gotten into that speed bag yet. I haven't really figured out how to do it. I'm still working. I can improve anytime, but I'm going a little bit fast here. Boom, boom, boom. I'll be going into this scene where I just explain where the pain I feel is. It is in the forearm region and then on my wrist right about here. And that's my boxing commentary. Thank you for watching.